Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Before I get to the main topic of today's video, I've been getting a lot of requests to, try to answer what it was that people saw up in the skies over Florida yesterday. And if you haven't seen this yet or heard about it, here is one of the videos that was sent in to me by a viewer.
See this? What the heck is that? Look at this. You got a light up there with a white cloud in the middle of the night, and then you got a light all the way over there. Look at that. What in the world?
Okay, so again, in the night skies last night, virtually all over Florida and a couple of other states even, people looked up and saw this massive cloud sort of spiral in the sky, didn't know what it was. Now, I pretty much immediately knew what it was. We've seen this many times before, and it does turn out that SpaceX did indeed launch a Falcon 9 rocket, carrying a Dragon cargo spacecraft into orbit, where later on Monday, July 2nd, it will arrive at the International Space Station. So, nothing supernatural this time, but it truly is a sight to see. And so I want to give a big thanks to Patrick Collier for sending me this video over. Now, to the main topic, and I've got a few other things to talk about, but if you guys remember, I've posted, I think, maybe 2 videos about this in the past, about how people in other countries, American citizens, were being, I guess, targeted, would be the word you would use, by these unusual sounds. First, it happened in Cuba, then it happened in China, where a number of American workers began hearing and feeling inside their heads this unidentified noise or signal or wave, whatever you want to call it. They really don't know what it is yet. And so it happened in Cuba, where around 20 people were hit with this mystery wave of sound that would cause damage. Like inside their brains, it would cause them to lose their ability to speak or to hear or to see. And they had no idea where it was coming from. So then it happened in China to 2 more people. And now we have this new report out by Bloomberg saying that now we have a total of 26 Americans in 7 cities that have now been hurt by these, quote, unusual sounds. And this has been confirmed by, quote, U.S. officials familiar with the matter, but who are not authorized to speak about it, so they did it under the condition of anonymity, have stated that Americans that have served in at least 7 cities in 4 countries have been tested for possible exposure, with 26 of them, quote, medically confirmed to have been hurt by this mystery sound. And that the incidents have, quote, become a new source of anxiety for U.S. officials working overseas and their families, and is one that remains shrouded in mystery because of the investigators' inability to say what or who is responsible for the unexplained incidents that started more than 18 months ago. And now, medical officials at the State Department are encouraging U.S. diplomats abroad to be proactive in immediately reporting suspicious sounds or unexplained symptoms. And I gotta tell you guys, I mean, you know things are starting to get scary when you have to report strange or suspicious sounds or symptoms like having a concussion or losing your ability to speak or to see or to hear. I mean, this is some seriously scary stuff, and it's all extremely sketchy. And so we also have information about one of the other cities where this occurred, Singapore, which is a city-state right off of southern Malaysia. And when asked for comment about the Singapore incident specifically, the State Department would say only that, quote, the health, safety, and well-being of U.S. citizens and employees and their family members are our greatest concern. And that, quote, for privacy reasons, we are not able to provide information on individual medical cases. Now, it's also been noted here that similar concern prompted another employee in Uzbekistan to be pulled out of country after developing symptoms of what he suspected resulted from some sort of, quote, health attack. And just to put it as Ambassador Ronald Newman, who is the president of the American Academy of Diplomacy, said, quote, "In some places it's more violence, in some places it's disease. Now we've got a new one that nobody knows what the hell it is." So, yeah, guys, 26 people in 7 cities and 4 countries these countries are at various areas around the globe. I just don't see any link between them. And that's what makes this scary. And it's almost as if something is being tested on people. And, now they've done it in 7 cities, 4 different countries, 26 people. Could it be a rogue nation? Could it be something from space? Is this a product of us? Is this a product of something else that is just beyond our understanding? They really don't know. Or if they do, they're not telling us what it is. Because I would think if the powers that be knew that this was maybe some sort of rogue nation, they would call them out on it immediately. But the fact that they're not, and that they're still publicly stating that they don't know what this is, well, that makes me wonder if this is something else entirely. Something off in space, something that isn't natural. And so, yeah, with that, you guys tell me your opinion down below. I'm going to keep following this, but it's a scary story. When you can't even protect yourselves from sounds now, you have to worry about. It's just a whole other ball game. How do you defend against it? So tell me what you think down below. Now, real quick, just some other little tidbits of news today. If any of you guys are currently the owners of a Samsung Galaxy S9, S9 Plus, or the Note 8, which I happen to be, you guys all better be careful, because apparently there is a new bug within these specific phones that is sending your photographs to random people in your contacts list. So according to this new report here, Samsung is reportedly scrambling to fix a bug in its messaging service that is causing photos to be sent without the user's authorization. With one user reportedly had his entire photo gallery sent to his girlfriend in the middle of the night, and others have taken to online forums with similar complaints talking about how their photos, their personal, private photos, some of them are, really private. I know some of you guys have some on your phones. Don't act like you don't. But how would you like it if one of those photos was sent to your boss, or to your mother, your grandmother, or just some random stranger that you have in your contacts list? And that is what is happening. And I'll put a link down to this article here, which tells you how you can check your phone to see if you're impacted by this glitch. And if you find out that you have been impacted, there is a temporary fix that, quote, should hold until Samsung releases a patch. And so again, I will put the link down below. If you have a Samsung Galaxy S9, S9 Plus, or the Note 8, then you guys need to check, just make sure if you have any pics on your phone you don't want sent out, maybe temporarily remove them, put them on your computer, get them off your phone, and make sure that you get your phone patched. So check the link down below. If you remember, we did a similar story a couple of weeks ago about how Amazon's Alexa device was recording your conversations and sending those to random people on your contacts list. And so, now it appears that the same thing's happening with Samsung. You just can't trust technology. You can't. So be careful, guys. With that is all I have for you guys today. Tell me what you think. And I want to give a special shout out to fellow viewer Jerry for sending in this pic of a Secure Team tattoo that she recently got on her arm here. And I just got to say, I don't really know what to say. I'm honored. Jerry, you are truly a super fan, and I hope it was worth it. Let's just hope you don't get bored of the channel, or I don't do something to upset you. So really big thanks to Jerry and to all of the other fans out there who sport our shirts, who send in fan art. It truly does mean a lot, and I'll be featuring more as I go on. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you all back in just a bit.